So in this video we're going to look at the low life SRS summoner, and what we're going to effectively do is we're going to test out dual SRS totems, and we're going to test out just manually casting SRSs. What we're going to do is I'll just show you really quickly the skill tree, and in the skill tree in summoner we go with the Mistress of Sacrifice, we go with Spirit Eater, and we go with Commander of Darkness. So effectively this is a low life build. So Commander of Darkness, the way it works is every time you have an aura up, you'll have 10% increased damage to you and your allies. Also you'll have 5% increased attack and cast speed, and your allies are affected by your auras, and they also have 20% increased elemental resistances. The main two we want to look at here is the first two. Now we use on this build around about, let's have a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 auras, and we also use a Veil Haste. Also our Golem uses an aura, but I don't even know if that affects our minions or not. It probably does, but I'm not sure if it works with that Commander of Darkness. Now this is the skill tree I went with. So it is start off with the witch area. Basically first pick up life and you go on as just doing SRS or SRS totems, then you move on and you'll pick up all the energy shield nodes as you start to progress into low life. Items with this build, effectively over here, the reason why I've picked up the totems area is we're testing it with dual totems, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and so I'm going to be doing in this video a test with the totems and a test also without the totems and just manually casting the SRSs. And what I've found so far between the two is the SRS totems work really good against bosses if you need to move around a lot and stay out of danger, but the other good thing about manually casting SRSs is you can have a lot faster map clear speed. But both work really well. It just depends what you feel like doing. If you feel like doing dual SRS totems, go dual SRS totems. If you feel like going with just casting the SRS totems, you like that sort of play style, then go with that. What we'll do is we'll test it out in a torture chamber map, but before that I'll just show you the link setups I've done here. So we'll do the auras first. In our weapon, we'll be using Haste, Hatred, Generosity. So Haste and Hatred will go towards our mana, and we'll still have a little bit of mana left over because we have reduced mana reserved with our auras. In our shield will be we'll use the Templar Guardian. Basically this gives our gems, Wrath, Discipline and Anger will go to our life. Okay, so that will be effectively reserved on our life, and we also get +2 levels from this item, and our gems aren't even leveled out yet, so we've still got a long way to go. We're currently at level 84. In our helm you'll have blood magic with clarity, so this will give us a little bit extra mana regen, which is really good for casting the totems, casting the SRSs, because you need that mana regen. And we also have a nice flask here which has reduced charges used and immune to poison on flask effect. Now we also have cast and damage taken and raised zombie in our helm, just to have an extra just a zombie up when we're taking damage, a couple of zombies, which is good. The more expensive item in this build is the Chevron's Wrappings. Now if you are a casual gamer, and I know a lot of my viewers are casual gamers, if you can't afford this, then you can just go with the Solaris Lacquer. And the Solaris one, the most important thing to remember about low life is the last thing here: chaos damage does not bypass energy shield. So that's the most important thing. There's only two armors that you can use that have that, and that's this item, which is more expensive, and the Solaris Lacquer, which is much more affordable, which you can buy for 1 chaos. Okay, so our gem setup for SRS is Summoning Range's Spirits, Spell Totem, Minion Speed, Minion Damage, and Melee Splash Supports. So if you guys want to do dual SRS totems, then that's the setup you want. Okay, It works really well, and that's what I choose. Now, if you want to manually cast your totems, swap over Spell Echo with minion damage support, and also with the Spell Totem support, swap that over with melee physical damage support. So basically, you'll be casting your totems now. Okay, so, and we can get to 20 easily. So we're already at 20 SRSs, and the cast speed's pretty damn quick. We use this weapon because when we have when we take it off, we have 7,300 shield, energy shield, but when we put it on, we have 8,100 shield. So it gives us almost 800 energy shield or 900 energy shield, which is pretty damn good. We don't need any more damage, so that's why we use this weapon. It's good for defenses, and it's good to give us a bit more extra energy shield, which is what I like. So I'll just cast those auras back up. Okay, so that's haste and hatred. Now, I think I've gone for everything except for the boots and the gloves. So in the boots, real quickly, cast when damage taken, enfeeble, which gives us that extra defense, and punishment. So punish with dual curses with the skill tree. We take up the dual curse up here. So we have punishment and enfeeble. Punishment works really well with our SRSs. So what happens is cursed enemies will grant 31% more physical melee damage on melee hit. Cursed enemies grant 19% increased attack speed on melee hit. Now this works really well. So when our enemies are cursed with this, you can do a shitload more extra damage. Also summon lightning golem. So everything is nice and compact in this cast with damage taken support gem. We have a lightning golem up now. He's pretty cool. He helps us with cast speed, gives us that extra, attack and cast speed. So our minions get attack speed, we get the cast speed. Works out well for everybody. And also we get a nice little aura too for us and our minions. Now in the gloves is one of the most overpowered gems in the game, especially for a summoner, Veil Haste. So Veil Haste is just awesome. Where every time you can have Veil Haste up, you'll do a shitload of damage, shitload of fast cast speed. It's just so OP in this build. We'll always want increased duration with the Veil Haste because you always want Veil Haste up. It's awesome when it's up. Flesh Offering is there as well. Increased duration works well with it as well. And also Flame Dash. Now Flame Dash, cast speed's still pretty good. So our cast speed's quite nice with Summoner, so you don't really need to link that with faster castings, and we don't really have any other sockets to put it in. So it just fits in there nicely. Alright, so let's do the Torture Chamber map now, and enough talking, and get on to clearing a map. Now, what do I have first? So we're going to be casting the SRSs first. Alright, so everything's up, we've got our life up, we've got our mana. Now let's just get into this. And
I need
okay.
more mana.
Where is it? Okay.
You then, a moment of your time.
Okay, so there are a few differences with this build and a Guardian build. So you can also play this build as a Guardian, so a Templar Guardian. Now what you'll see is I seem to be taking, when I do get hit, because I am a summoner, they are not as tanky as the Guardians. So I found the difference, you don't have any armor really with this build. So it's a bit of a negative, and it's not really great in hardcore when playing on this build. The damage is pretty good. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll cast up, make sure we've got maximum SRSs here. Okay, so this is if you choose to cast. Now, if you're a bit more lazier and you want to just chill out for a little bit, then you can go with the SRS Totems. So dual SRS Totems is pretty cool as well. The only thing about dual SRS Totems is it takes a little bit of time to get kickstarted. So as you can see, you won't have to you just cast your totems and then run away. So it's a lot more better if you're going to go with a summoner, because summoner I feel isn't as defensive, and it's a little bit scary at times sometimes because you don't have that extra armor. Now you can get a little bit of extra armor with items and stuff like that, but I find at the moment it's just not at the defensive level I'd like it to be if I was, say, a Guardian or a low life Guardian, for example. Oh boy. So we've got the Devours everywhere here, which is pretty annoying. How long is this guy going to take to kill? So effectively the good thing about having the totems is, let's just wait till we get my energy shield back up. Good thing about having the totems is you can still keep running around and let the totems do all the work. Almost finish him off now. Don't want to die here, so there we go. And he's down. Okay, so plasma map, that's pretty cool. Alright, so that's the good thing about having the SRS totems when you're on a boss. You can just let the totems do all the work for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is just my little guide on SRS totems and just manually casting SRSs. Hope you guys enjoyed the build guide, and if you did, please leave a like or subscribe. It'd be much appreciated, and I really do enjoy you guys watching my videos, and I'll try and keep making more build guides for you. See you around.